McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson, pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Now here's Towns. Back to Russell. To the wing on the left. Adams against Towns. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. And here's Memphis. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate. When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Now here's Edwards. They get it back to the left wing. Towns for three. Drills it from deep.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Edwards. He gets the bucket.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Bain, the pass to Morant, kicks it out to Jackson. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Jackson's got 7.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Back to Gobert. Solid defense from Adams.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. From deep. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. It in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Morant, the pass to Bain. Three-pointer. That one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. Here's Gobert. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for a three-point play. And the free throw, no good.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Bain. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Gobert. The Grizzlies pull it in.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
McDaniels with it. Check by Brooks. Left side, Edwards. Gobert against Adams. Outside for Russell. Beyond the arc. Morant with a defensive effort. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Jackson. Bain with it. Launches it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
The Grizzlies. Now, your
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Russell to pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Morant against Edwards. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Jackson. In transition. Here's Morant. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Outside McDaniels. Back to Russell. Outside McDaniels. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. From 18 feet away. Outside for Brooks. Outside Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. John wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Driving in. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Bain. Releases. That shot is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Bain. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Pass to Towns. Edwards against Bain. Left side, Russell. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Russell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Bain, the pass to Morant. Now Jackson. Back to Morant. Left side Bain. Outside for Morant. Clock at 4. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Towns finds Gobert. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Morant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Jackson for 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Tries again. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Gobert. And here's McDaniels. Edwards with it. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. The second effort. Here's Towns. McDaniels from long range. The offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor.
The previous play is everyone
At halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And while watching it live, it was hard to see whether he beat the clock or not. Looks like he might have been a little late.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
We've got Nas Reed. Kyle Anderson is out there with Torian Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Stolen by Jones. In transition, here they come. This for the tie. And he lays it in. Jones has got his first basket. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
They get the rebound. Here's Reed. Drops in the layup for 2.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled in keeping things very simple. Solid in setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Shot clock at 5. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Prince. To the right side. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. for the lead. He got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Aldama counted from distance. 5 points in the game. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Here's Noel. Goes back up. Here's Reed. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake. Frees the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Pass to Conchar. The 3. Reed with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Anderson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead for Memphis. They've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Conchar. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Now here's Reed. Guarded closely. Pass to Prince. Out left to the wing. Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark comes in for Tillman, and Williams is subbed in for Aldama. Pass to Green. Clark in the post. Reed defending. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Now Anderson. Here's Noel. Outside Anderson. Back to Noel. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Williams passes to Jones. Outside for Green. Pass to Clark. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Williams. Oh, and Reed with a block. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Anderson. Now Reed. Clark covers. Offensive board. Second chance shot. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
5 ticks left in the third. Do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. And we're coming right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So Memphis ends up going with a new group on the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. Outside for Russell. 4-3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, Payne drains the triple. Payne's got his first 3 points of the game.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Bain. Jackson against Edwards. The three from Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a three. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis. Outside Edwards. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Stolen by Jackson.
And just turns it over in one of the most irritating ways possible. I mean, what was that?
Violations like that, yeah, those will make your coach bolder than me.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniels. Second personal foul.
And that one falls for Jackson.
An impressive, versatile defender for Jackson Jr. is all about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Looking to win the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Good on the second one. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Russell against Moran. From deep three-point range. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Brooks with it. Russell covering. Back to Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The three is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Russell pass to Edwards. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth.
And just turns it over in one of the most irritating ways possible. I mean, what was that?
Violations like that, yeah, those will make your coach bolder than me.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Edwards and pass to McDaniels. And here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Over Adams. Oh, the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Bain, pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. From deep. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Memphis has got 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Grizzlies.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Jaren Jackson.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
And the basket by Bain.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And what has made D'Lo a max player? He puts constant pressure on the defense.
Both good from the line that time. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 20-5 run. Payne finds Morant. Outside Payne. Back to Morant. Here's Adams. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are
So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Shot clock at 3. Count that one.
Using an outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Hustle with it. Guarded down by Jackson. Towns dishes to Gobert. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. In the corner, George with it. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Outside, Towns. Gobert with a screen on Morris to the inside. And finished off by Gobert.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, George. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Misses the wing 3. Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. He feeds it to Towns. Back to Gobert. The second effort, and it's good on the way.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Leonard draws the double. Here's George. Here's Zubats. Goes back up. Over Gobert. Hands it from short range.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now, here is Russell. Back to McDaniel. Stolen by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside
2
Leonard.
minutes.
And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
Russell with him. George picks him up. Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here is Russell. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Russell against Jackson. Now McDaniels. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Town. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles leading by 5. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
George against Edwards. George passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block. Outside Edwards. Bucket is good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And the shot is good. George has got 5 points so far.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up, over the D, and in.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace in transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Here are the 5 that Clippers have to start the second. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Albert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward position. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's games.
And 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's covered by Leonard. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Back to Gobert, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles leading by 5. Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Out to Morris from downtown. No good. Shot missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Russell with him. George picks him up. Edwards against Leonard. Edwards passes to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. On the wing, George. He's guarded by Russell. And it's George missing.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
In the corner, George with it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Jackson against Russell. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Here's George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Feeds it to Towns. He gets it in there. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Left side, George. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Towns against Morris. Edwards passes to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. Another shot. Here's Towns. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
Staying with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip dunk.
George against Edwards. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. George with the bucket. George has got 9 points in the quarter. Here is Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Kicks it to Towns. And it's Russell in the corner. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime. We get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Prince, and it's McLaughlin in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. To the paint, here's Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
It's Prince on the wing. Noel passes to Prince. There's the pick. Now the pass to Reed, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
All with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Covington with the bucket.
This is what Covington does. A confident three-point shooter.
Here's Noel. Drives to the hoop. Passes it to McLaughlin. Covington kicks to Powell. Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that one is stuffed right through.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Wall looking for an opening. And there it is for him. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
From the arc. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't hit the second. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Prince finds Anderson. Here's Batum. That one wide left.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat. Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Left side, Wall. Outside, Covington. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Lays it up and banks it in. Covington's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Such a hard finish. Robert is a tough customer. He'll fight through contact when he has to.
Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. Batum with the steal. Covington passes to Powell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
There's the pass to Noel. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 41 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Noel. Back to Prince. 5 to shoot.
Active on defense. When Powell puts forth this type of effort, it distracts shooters.
Outside, Wall. And stolen by Prince. Fast break. Here we go. Back to Reed to the right side. McLaughlin. The Timberwolves again can't hit. That will count. No good on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at point guard. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. low. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 16 points for George.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Stolen by George. To the middle. It's tipped. Towns with the steal. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Grady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Outside, George kicks it out to Leonard. This one for three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Russell passes to Towns. Crosses over, and Towns throws it down.
Already one of the league's more creative assist man. Russell making people around him better.
Outside, George from deep. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Morris against Towns. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 11. Over Edwards. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Over Morris, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
And here's George. A shake, and it's George finishing it off.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and our man is going for the jugular.
Now McDaniels. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Morris. A 3 from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Edwards. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
First one falls for him. Leonard hits them both. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Goes up on the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Pass to McDaniels. Towns dishes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jacks up a 3. That shot is off. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Leonard. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Pass to Jackson for three. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's Morant following the score by the Clippers. From deep, Payne gets the three ball to go.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Payne against George. Out to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. And the shot goes down.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. George passes to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson against George. Back to Jackson. Pass to Bain. That one a little long. Adams finds Morant. Misses the three. George outside. Out to of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jackson against Moran. Pass to Jackson. Right side Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Brooks, the pass to Moran. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Bain. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. Pass to Morris. Here's George. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 6 points.
Well, superstars understand that contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Outside Moran. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard outside. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Moran. Moran with the slam!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Bain against George. Jackson outside. Oh, stolen by Moran. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Going inside. Here's Moran. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. From deep, Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
George passes to Leonard. George outside. Second chance effort. And Zubac finishes inside.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. George against Bain. And George with the jam.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Pass to Jackson. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think NBA, certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Jackson for three. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks, right side. Morant finds Jackson from deep. Bain. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fires for three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 5 now.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Morris.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He does not get the second one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Adams, the pass to Bain. From downtown. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. George outside. Now here's Zubats. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. He has 6. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Morris passes to Zubats. Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Some room here for George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Oh, Morris with a steal. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Memphis trailing here. Left side, Morant. Shot to win the cold streak. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George outside. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. Adams with the ball. He's guarded by Zubats. Here's Morant. Can't hit that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George finds Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And stolen by Leonard.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
And he knocks down the first one. And Leonard drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this game. Morant, the pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Back to Brooks. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the alley as always. Thank you. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Right side Wall. And he dunks it down.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged. Puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
Here's Conchar. Launches a 3. The rebound by Mann. Pass to Wall. Second half getting started. About a minute played. On the wing man. Outside Wall. 4 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Covington no good. The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Down low. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
The Clippers shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Wow, the vertical on display by John Wall. My goodness.
Here's Conchar. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Wall. Batum. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Jones, the pass to Williams. Hangs in the air. Oh, Covington with a block.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington. Sends it back.
Hammers the lob through.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Outside Jones. Pass to Green. And here's Clark. Guarded by Batum. The kick out to Williams. Oh, no good. Unable to win this run. Ball finds Powell. He takes it in. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Williams. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Outside Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Well, John Wall's teammates always encourage him to score on the interior. You can see the results right there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie.
Robert Covington doing work in the mid-range there.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Green. Powell with a steal.
Memphis foul. John Conchar. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Los Angeles with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Now Powell. Now Covington. Williams defending.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Jones against Wall. Out to Powell. From deep. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
Conchar can't hit. The Clippers have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Powell passes to Wall. Batum outside. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Batum with the defensive effort. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top. They lead by 14. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Memphis. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
George for 3. Zubac finds Jackson. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Payne, the pass to Morant. Well, the jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
George outside. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Leonard attacking, and the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
A good look from Payne. The rebound by Jackson. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
Morant against Jackson. Morant, no good. Oh, deflected. George outside. 4-3. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Pass to Morant. Back to Payne. Can they get it? And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And that one misses. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
George outside. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. The offensive rebound. Adams tries yet again. Pass to Morant. From deep, Bane. And he gets it back. And here's Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. Morris, left side. Fires the three. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Brooks finds Morant. Jackson for 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
It's George on the wing. Jackson outside. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. For 3. Excellent D there from Morant. Right wing. And stolen by Leonard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the clock. Here's the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Bane. Misses. So no problem for the Clippers as they... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
David, thank you. Tip off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Now Now, here's Edwards. This contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Russell kicks to Gobert. Bain looking around. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Bain's got 6.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Now, here is Russell. Nice move. The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Adams. He kicks it to Morant. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Out of frustration, Russell, as he often does, dictated the tempo.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. 4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A crossover, and Morant will lay it in.
How about the handle from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Now here's McDaniel. Brooks covering, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now here is Russell. To the left wing. Timberwolves passing it around.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Here's Bain. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out.
As it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. That one is no good.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Right wing for the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. Morant outside. Adams trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Morant.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now, here is Russell. Out to the right wing. Edwards passes to Russell. McDaniels up top. Back to Russell. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks with it. Working on McDaniels. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Out to Edwards. The tray. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Timberwolves trail. Outside, Towns. Second chance effort. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Towns. And that one released in time, but no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. Live from the FedEx.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies, Jackson.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. With the drive, right side, Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. There's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Back to Adams. And a wide open look for Payne. That 3 off the mark. Payne's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. And it's Towns penetrating.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The pass to Brooks. Tries the spin move. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Payne against Edwards. Fades and shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Out to Russell from outside the arc. John Morant grabs the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And another miss by Memphis.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Gobert. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Ray, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Payne inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks to McDaniels. Russell from long range. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Payne inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound, Adams. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Russell passes to Towns. Top of the key. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by McDaniels. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Towns wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Russell with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Morant gets it to go.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Minnesota.
1:22 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And Morant throws it down. Now just a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can get too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Bain over Edwards. Jackson finds Bain. 6 on the shot clock. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Russell passes to Towns. Right side Bain. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Bain's got 9.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Russell. And the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Timberwolves. Thank you, David. Folks. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Green, and it's Conchar into the 2 guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jones, the pass to Conchar. To the wing right side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jones. That shot off. Good D by Anderson. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Noel, and he goes in for the dunk.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you call suffocating D on that possession.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Aldama passes to Concho. 2 points. That one goes. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's Prince on the wing. Now here's Reed. Defense is right there.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Jones in the post. Here's Tillman. Guarded by Reed. Knocked away. Just 5 to shoot. And Anderson kicks to Reed. Back to Anderson. 11 feet away. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Tillman passes to Concho. Outside, Green. Pass to Concho. Jones, the pass to Aldama. Over Anderson. Aldama can't hit.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Conchar, the pass to Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got his first basket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Timberwolves passing it around. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Nails the baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside, Jones. On the wing, Green. The kick out to Williams. From outside, off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Anderson outside. There's the pass to McLaughlin. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. 1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Noel. Banked in off the glass. Noel's got 6.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
Here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Anderson outside. 1:04 left in the third quarter. To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Williams can't hit. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And Jones over to Hill. Passes it to McLaughlin. Dishes it to Anderson. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Here's Reed. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Misses off the right iron. Down low. Intercepted. Here's McLaughlin. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Timberwolves with possession here. So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Back to Edwards. Russell feeling it out a bit. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gobert's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards passes to Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by McDaniels. To the inside. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Bain kicks to Jackson. Back to Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. Outside, Bain. Little turnaround. Rebound, Minnesota. There's Jackson with the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's proven he can make the shot. Jackson, the deep has to respect his range better than that.
Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. McDaniels passes to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Gobert. Tries again. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant finds Payne. Back to Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Russell against Morant. Edwards dishes to Gobert, and Bain pulls it down. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one's good, Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Edwards against Bain. Goes back up. Sweet move. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you got it.
But, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And they recover. Pass to Jackson. There's the dish to Brooks. Back to Jackson. There's the triple. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Brooks has made 3 assists tonight.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Here's Edwards. A beautiful reverse layup.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Morant kicks to Bain. He dishes it to Adams. Back to Bain. Pocket 6. Shoots. Here's Morant. Trying to get open is Brooks. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Brooks against Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Payton for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sharon Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
No way to deny it. Coming down the stretch, Russell wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be the guy.
And here are the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Morant passes to Jackson.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
At the stripe, Jackson, more than capable. But can he do it when it matters most?
Clutch.
Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
And here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Takes a three. Missed. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. The 3, George. He can't hit that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists. You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Morris.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Leonard finds Zubac. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. George outside. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
They get it back. Pass to Russell. Back to Gobert. Outside Russell. Here's Towns. And here's Russell. George defending. Another shot. It's rebounded by Zubac. George against Edwards. George passes to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And stolen by Edwards. McDaniels inside, defended by Jackson. Shots good by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Edwards against George.
The standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
At BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's McDaniels. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Nice move. Deflected. Leonard outside. Lets it fly. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Inside, tipped. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's George. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Daniels. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
12 seconds left in the first quarter here. George outside. With 1 on the clock. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going. Showing off the dribble moves, able to create for himself. I love it.
Morris passes to George. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Russell against Jackson. And there's Russell on the assist by Edwards.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Edwards against George. It's intercepted. Now here's Russell. Not a lot of room. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Towns can't get it to go. Leonard left side. And the jumper from the wing offline.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Russell. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Sent away. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. George outside. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Their activity on the defensive end has been fantastic here tonight. They've had deflections, they've ended up with steals, and that's just getting them out on the break, speeding them up.
Here's George. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Leonard driving to the basket.
such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
That free throw no good.
At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard.
He hits the second from the line. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Soft touch off the glass. Russell's got his second basket.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Leonard for three. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Now here's Towns. Back to Russell. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
Russell plays with such great change of pace and deceiving the defense right there. Got the D out of position.
And he sinks the second. 29 seconds left in the second period. George against Edwards. George left side. Good. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
There's the block. Leonard on the wing. Up in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force.
The Timberwolves, 15.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man.
Yes, sir! Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
To the paint. Pass to Noel. Prince down low. Now Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Here's Wall. Up to Powell. Back to Wall. Lets the three fly. Not going to go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Powell covers. Prince down low. Back to Noel. 5 to shoot. Now Reed, guarded by Batum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Now here's Wall. He's closely guarded. Into the lane. And the big finish by Wall.
Still possesses impressive quickness. When Wall charges inside, he's tough to stop from scoring.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. Shooting from
The first one falls.
Now 3. Shooting 2.
Both shots good from the stripe. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Now here's Wall. He's covered closely.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
He's off on the first.
At the line for LA, John Wall.
And the second free throw is good.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And here's Anderson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
To the inside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Covington, no good.
Robert Covington, first personal foul. Second team.
And Anderson, no good on that one.
Tough to match up with Al Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Clock at 4. Here's McLaughlin. And finally they hit one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Clippers trail.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Here's Wall. And he banks in the layup. Wall's got 7 points here in the quarter.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Here's Noel. Powell covers. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Takes it inside. Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Up top, Powell. Back to Wall. Here's Covington. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Pass to McLaughlin. Out to the right wing. Reed for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Reed's got 9. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Wall. And that one's good. Wall's got 9 points now in the second half.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Here's McLaughlin. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. Wall's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. It's deflected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
And again, it's John Wall. He's got 13.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
3/4 of play and a close one here. Clippers ahead, up one. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Outside Edwards. Over Morris. Pass to Russell. And here's McDaniels. Back to Russell. It's blocked. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. George against Edwards.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
McDaniels passes to Towns. To the middle. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. And George with the basket on the assist by Zubac. George has gotten 4 this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And not to mention they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Leonard for 3. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. McDaniels finds Edwards. Nice move. And Edwards slams it in.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
George with it. Here he goes. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Russell.
Again, when you go from 2nd to 4th gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
Hits both from the stripe.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Yeah, if you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
George passes to Leonard. The kick out to Morris. George outside. The 3. Zubac. Tip back in for 2. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Back to Towns. Outside Russell. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to George. Leonard outside. Takes the three. Towns with a rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Leonard. Oh, he nails it!
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
From deep. And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Here's Zubac. Pass to George. Up and over Russell. And that one's long.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. They're down by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. And Edwards puts up a deep three. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Now, Reggie Jackson isn't in the habit of wasting free throw attempts. This pressure, this could get to anyone.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, your thoughts?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Now here's Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for George. Offensive rebound on the wing, George. Morris finds George. Back to Morris. On the wing, George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
And George drops them both.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now, here's Bain. And it's off from three-point range. That's good for George on the assist by Morris.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Here's Morant. Bain for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now here's Brooks. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Brooks kicks to Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. George looking over the floor. The Clippers keep it alive. Leonard the pass to Jackson. George against Jackson. Left side, Bain. Jackson misses. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. Leonard dishes to Morris. Back to Leonard. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Pass to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Payne for 3. They could use a bucket, and it's laid in by Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside, George. The pass to Jackson. And George kicks to Jackson. Offline with his 3. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Outside Jackson. And here's George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Leonard. Passes it to Bain. Morant against George. Jackson down low. Over Morris. Again, Memphis.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
George against Bain. And George kicks to Jackson. Tips it up. And George able to finish. George has got 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh! How about that slam?
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back at... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Here's Morant. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Out to Morris. Pass to Leonard.
A good mix of power and agility. Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Brooks outside. Here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
George with the bucket.
And that last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Morant surveying the D. George against Bain. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Out to Morant. Brooks is the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Morris finds George. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bain passes to Jackson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And I thought that was going to fly. It looked good from here.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside, George. Spins. Lets the 3 fly. Jackson up top. Pass to Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 4. Payne for 3. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. And the basket by Jackson.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
And the pass to Bain. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First 2.
1:52 left now here in the second. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Looking to end the run. And then Morant slams it in.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Outside, George. bangs home the trifecta. George has got 14 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morant pushes to Jackson. Goes up and leaves it nice and easy.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Outside, George. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Leonard the pass to George. Let's go. Jackson misses.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside for George. Leonard looking over the floor.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Right side Bane. And it is good at the buzzer. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. A post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Leonard's got 6 points.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Gonchar, the pass to Clark. Here's Leonard. There's the drive.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket. And it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
The kick out to Williams. From deep. It's good from long range. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Now Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Memphis with another turnover here.
They're looking for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Clippers leading by 8. Outside, Wall. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Batum. Back to Covington. The shot from 20 feet away. It doesn't go for him. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Clark. Great D that time from Powell.
and you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Now the pass to man. Outside Williams. Feeds to Clark. It's stolen by Wall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
He kicks to Powell. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Williams against Covington. Conchar can't get it to go. Inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Passes it to Conchar. Jones in the post, covered by Wall. From past the arc. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Leaps for it. Stolen away. Clark, the pass to Conchar. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. In the corner, George with it. Morris outside. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His three-point shot is lethal.
Here's Conchar. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Jackson misses. With 1 on the clock, and no good. And so it's Los Angeles finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Man, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. And here's George for 3. Clock at 4. For 3. That shot off. And it's Memphis the other way. Bain with it. Adams down low. Working on Zubac. Jackson, that's good.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Here's Jackson. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Pass to Jackson. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Jackson. It's over Morant. Jackson misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Zubats against Adams. And here's Leonard. Pass to Morris. Over Morant. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Payne for three. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Right side, Leonard. To the inside, Zubats. Another shot. Goes up again. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Zubats. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Outside, Bain. Cleaner from distance. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's George. Outside Jackson. Takes it out to Leonard. To end the drought. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
A true go-to option on offense. Leonard knows this team depends on him to take and make those big shots. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
George finds Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Shoots the three. Not going to go that time. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Out to the wing. Here's Morant. Can't hit from in close. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And here's George for three. Back to Jackson. It's over Morant. Takes it out to Leonard. Gets an open look and hits. Leonard's got 19 points.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Payne looking around. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. That shot missing. Outside, George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Fires from deep. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.